On a plot of farmland in Salt Lake Valley, hundreds of goats are raised through the East African Goat Project. This is not simply a story of goats, however, but the refugee communities that united to raise them.
As you know, in Africa, like we're born in a refugee camp. Sometimes it's really hard life, and but I pray God, and I thank God because I'm here now.
Yeah, myself, I don't like to repeat this stuff, to be honest. Yeah, but it was hard back there, and every refugee will tell you this.
I told you I grew up now, like I can talk about it. I wasn't able to talk about it before, so it was tough life.
Gustav, Ishmael, and Abdelkader resettled to Salt Lake City as refugees. They serve as leaders for 3 different East African communities: the Somali Bajuni, Somali Bantu, and Burundian. Abdelkader was born in Somalia, but fled as a young boy from civil war in 1992.
We walked, like me, an 8-year-old, that's the oldest I could have been. Like walking 3 nights, 2 days, it was hard. It was a war.
Abdelkader's family lived in a refugee camp in Kenya for 9 years. Though the camp offered refuge from civil war, Abdelkader's family still faced persecution.
The 2 big groups fighting. If they fight, they don't, like, they come to us basically. Whoever loses comes to us and does whatever they want, like rape our girls, rob our stuff, beat our men.
Due to the danger of the camp, Abdelkader's family asked to be relocated.
Then the United States accepted the offer, like, so it changed our life, it changed my life. When we come here, we are in survival mode. Before 2010, basically I hardly trusted people.
Abdelkader slowly began to heal from his trauma. With the help of the Goat Project, he learned how to trust others again.
So now I moved on from the past and I started like giving back.
In 2010, a plot of farmland in Salt Lake Valley was donated to the International Rescue Committee, a refugee resettlement organization. This land presented the opportunity for the 3 East African communities to unite through the shared tradition of goat husbandry. Over the course of the project, participants grew the herd from 45 to 500 goats. The goats are rented out for weed control and raised for halal meat. To these communities, the goats are more than an economic asset. They are a means of preserving cultural traditions.
Most of the East African countries, they like goat instead of sheep. For example, in Somalia, some of us grew up there when we were young, and the goat, they were on our backyard,
Many of the participants' families raised goats for generations before coming to the United States.
Like it was part of our culture by our parents basically repeating it over and over and over. So now we are adopting with those cultures too, so that we can also transfer it to our kids.
In East Africa, raising goats is a common way of life and a means of economic security.
Every family have like a background goods. Like as our country, sometimes many families they have goats around.
Like us as a kids, we take them like a pet, but the elders, they were like something like investment and saving,
Through their interactions within the Goat Project, these refugee communities gained a sense of unity and trust.
For me, like personally, one, like it builds like in trust with people, that you can partner with people, you can associate with other people, you can share ideas, share something with other people without like the feeling that they're actually gonna harm you.
This project is a ray of hope to those refugees who faced adversity in their home countries.
Through this, or all the refugees who have conflicts in their backgrounds, in their countries there, we can come together and solve our problem together, not only here in America, even back home.
Our benefit is not the money. Our benefit is to see those groups came together.
The benefits of the GOAT project were not only felt by these 3 men, but also the children of the East African refugee communities.
Now we focus with the little kids, you know. So our kids, I think, if we do more better, they're gonna be united. They're gonna be like, you know, they're gonna be united. It's gonna be like doing good things and each other's like as family. So we are different countries, but for this project, we are the family.
Ishmael is excited to pass his goat herding knowledge on to his son, Moses.
Myself, I have only one child, but I'm trying to keep the traditional to myself and to him.
Through caring for the goats, participants have learned how to become leaders in their communities.
If we need to be leaders, then you need to learn from other creatures how you take care of them. Then the way you take care of them is the way you're going to take care of the other creatures, like a human. Prophet Moses, in Arabic we call Musa. So he has a stick, and a miracle stick, and God asked him, "What is your hand?" He say, "It's a stick. I take care of my animals." So it shows us that all the prophets, they were given that responsibility to lead the animals first before they go to lead the people. So that's how I live the message. If you cannot take care of animals, then you cannot take care of human beings.